Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had just approached Nadinus, and we were about to siege it, but we had a couple of issues with food. But as you see here, I stopped off very quickly at Mer, Valasar, Valon, Theris, as well as Valantis, and thankfully enough, it does appear that Valasar had the most food. So, yes, there we are. We now have a huge amount of it, and we should be fine for the upcoming sieges. And I am now greeted with some rather sad news. As I was restocking my food supplies, it appears as though Balakwo decided to engage without me, and as a result, he was defeated. But he managed to escape, so that is all okay, I suppose. But yes, I would have preferred if he had just stuck around and maybe even decided that it would have been a good idea to be a little more careful, but nevertheless, we are here, and as you may see by all of these tracks here, the enemies have, I suppose, gone away. I'm not entirely sure where they went, but it does appear as though they have left. They are looting quite a few of our villages, unfortunately, but I don't suppose that would make too much difference in the long run. So we are going to be besieging this castle now. And very quickly, as you can see there, very quickly doing it. So, let's see, we have our ladders ready. I am going to be changing to someone, but I don't know who. Someone said, I believe in the comments, that I should play as Martin. So, I think we'll give that a go, shall we? Let's do that. And there we go. Let us lead our soldiers in an assault. Now, do bear in mind that Martin is our forager, and he is not necessarily the greatest in terms of his attack power. So, yes, it may be a little pointless to attack things. Well, we'll see, won't we? And I'm pretty sure that Elias is leading the way up there. Oh my goodness, he's actually leading the way. That's pretty cool. And I'm actually going to be taking this side ladder because I do believe this is going to help us out a little bit more than rushing them head on. And now, as you see, King Elias is at the very front. He's getting quite a few kills there. He's getting 2 kills so far. 3 kills. Maybe we can get a couple more there? Yes, 1 more. Oh my goodness, he's actually doing rather well. And Martin's weapon does seem to be rather cool, so I'm not entirely sure what I gave him, but I believe it is one of the newer quest rewards that I was able to acquire, so that's actually not too bad, I have to admit. And, yes. The only unfortunate thing about it is that, of course, I have no shield. My shield is a terrible quality, so unfortunately we'll just have to make do with this. And I was really hoping I'd be able to stab that guy, but no such luck. And it does appear as though most of our units are absolutely massacring them. And wow, we don't seem to really have too many issues. Now, let's just try to see whether we can get a couple of kills here, try and get more kills than Elias. I'm not entirely sure whether that's even possible, to be honest, at the moment, considering Martin is not the greatest fighter. As I say, he does have most in foraging, so yes. Not entirely sure about that. One thing that I would like to get him, though, is a little bit more in looting and athletics, as well as weapon master as well, because I can imagine that he would be a very, very fast runner if we improved his athletics at least a little bit. And I thought that might be quite nice, but I do think that this weapon at the moment that we're using does appear to be a thrusting-only weapon, or at least it is better to use it as a thrusting weapon. So what I'm going to do is head back here, and we're going to get our archers over here as well, because at the moment they're not really doing too much, are they? So let's try and get as many of our units as we can in here, and some of them are actually pretty good in melee as well, so we may as well. And oh, it does appear as though Martin has advanced to level 17, so that is not too bad at all. And will that enable him to get another point in foraging? I hope it will, but if not, then we'll just get him some more in looting, and we'll go from there, I suppose. But yes, it does appear as though his weapon is okay, but as you see, his weapon proficiency isn't exactly the greatest, and of course, we are talking about having a very low power strike rating as well. He's doing reasonably well, I have to admit. Goodness me. Okay, has Elias gotten taken out, by the way? Did any of you see him get taken out? I haven't seen him get killed or anything, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but yes, something tells me we want to move. Oh, wait a minute. Our archers are having a couple of issues here. They are blocking our units from advancing, so we're going to be telling our archers to come up here, and hopefully they will make the best of this vantage point. Now, yes, I am a little bit skeptical whether I'm actually going to survive here with Martin, because he has no shield, he's rather low in HP, and we are kind of caught in a bottleneck here, which is not great, I have to admit. Okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to head up here, we'll see how well our archers are doing. I think Bryndon's doing pretty well, but the rest of them aren't really doing great, so we're just going to jump down here, take no full damage because we landed on someone, which is wonderful, and then we will attempt to solo some of these fellows here. Yes, there we are. And, oh, I was hoping for a thrusting attack there, but unfortunately enough, no such luck there. Oh, that was close. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, veteran Stormlands Longbowman. I almost got taken out by that skirmisher there. Thankfully enough, as you can see, we do have a commando unit on the other side, flanking them. Very small commando unit. And there we go. Very nice indeed. 7 renown was our reward for that. Rather considerable, considering we had such a large army on our side. And as you see here, we were almost able to beat King Elias's kill score, but as you see there, he has 21. I believe that is probably one of the best performances that he has done as the AI. So, very, very cool. Wow. Did he get taken out either? I don't think he did. Look at that. Wow. I'm very impressed. And Martin was able to kill 19. So, not bad at all either. And we now have rescued one of the Mer vassals. So, that's not too bad. And I suppose we can... Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. That is incredible. Okay, so 47 slaver camel riders. We can get some slave leaders as well, some pirate captains. And, of course, we can take some pirate archers, pirate swordsmen, and so forth. And I think we can actually take all of these, to be honest. Shall we? I think it might be a little too extravagant, actually, as you... Really? How come we only have 7,000... Okay. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that is for sure. Okay, well, we're going to have quite a few issues in this week's wages, but... Yeah, that's a little worrying, I have to admit. Okay, so we're going to defer appointment, even though some of you have stated that it would be a good idea to give Belacqua these fiefs. I will think about it, because I think maybe what would be a good idea is potentially... Belacqua looks after this, as well as this, and this, and then we get another vassal to look after Nadinus, Mer, and Tyrosh, and maybe Navarre as well, if we do decide to take that. And then that same vassal may be able to take out, or at least take care of, the south of the Pentoshi lands, and then another one will take care of the north of that. But it is rather small, isn't it, the territory here, so I'm not entirely sure whether we need that many vessels, but yes, that might be a good idea. And as a result of Martin's leveling up, we will be increasing his agility once more, and increasing his looting skill. There we are, and then let's just increase his polearms a little bit, and crossbows and so forth. I don't think he will ever use those, but it's always good to have a small backup, just in case. So, we are going to be heading over to Lys now, and we'll see what kind of defenses they have. I have a feeling that it is going to be rather extravagant, but I can only hope that maybe we will get there before they are able to reinforce it. And, oh, the kin of a farmer slain in one of your battles brings a suit against you, requesting compensation of 200 coins. We are going to pay them. We gain some honor as well. Not bad. Okay, so we have this fellow here who's running from us. I do not blame him. We have 435 troops after all, so we should be very, very good. And we're going to accept some of these noblemen as well. We do have a Lys patrol here, as well as... Aha, another vassal with a relatively small army. And as you see here, we have the final stand. Oh my goodness. Okay, 471 plus all of these vassals units. This is going to be a rather grand affair, I do not doubt it. And let's see. Okay, I think that should be fine. And we will now head in and besiege it. And considering there are so many units here, I am going to be playing as King Elias for this. I do not believe it would be very wise for us to play as a companion. Unless we were to play as Drollo or Garrett or something like that, but I think they do a pretty reasonable job without me, so yes, let's just leave it at that. And really? Martin was already taken out immediately. That is rather unfortunate. And, whoa, okay, never mind. It appears that, yes, this is actually becoming a death box. Thankfully enough, our archers have now entered, so they should start to retaliate against these guys, hopefully. Drollo was just taken out. Oh my goodness. Okay, spread out, please. Oh my. Something tells me this might not actually work out. Well, they have an overwhelming amount of units. We have an overwhelming amount of units. We should, in theory, survive this because... Ow. That hurt. Really? Okay. Yes, we should, in theory, survive this because, of course, we do have the advantage in terms of our units being good, hopefully. If I'm correct about that assumption, of course. But, of course, things can change very, very quickly. Especially if I make a mistake, which is highly likely. Oh no. Okay, come on, let's just use the reach of our two-handed sword and vanquish our opponent as best we can. I need to take out that... Yes, there we are. Take out that axeman right there, and new enemies have arrived, a huge amount of them, no doubt. And our archers are still firing away there. They have cleared out most of the enemy archers, thankfully enough. Okay. So this is where we're going to have issues. There are a couple of archers upstairs, so I am going to be heading over there, and we'll see what we can do. Let's do it. Yeah, there we are. Stab him. Now take out that guy as quickly as we can, and then deal with the rest of these fellows. There we go. Very nice indeed. And now, oh wow, yes. This castle layout is one of the best I've seen, I think. It's definitely going to cause us quite a few issues, that is for sure. I am going to attempt to kill most of these guys on the way, and I just was about to say that. I was about to say, and we need to be very cautious of those archers over there. But no, it appears as though we were a little too headstrong in our actions right there. I really thought that I would be able to take out that one guy and then get back into cover. But it does appear as though I was overconfident, as usual. So, yes, we are a little bit saddened by that, I have to admit. And I think what we might want to do, actually, is just retreat. Shall we? We are doing rather well at the moment, due to our heavy knights and so forth, but the one thing that I would really like to do is participate. I'd love to participate in this particular battle, because it is the definitive battle of Lys, and obviously their elimination from the game is reliant on our victory here, so maybe it would be a good idea to retreat and come back in. I think that might be a good idea. So what I'm going to do, I'll cut away, and I will assault the ladders once again, and once we have arrived on their battlements, I will cut back. Okay, so while I was waiting and rejuvenating our units, this real-time event came up, and I can only imagine that this is going to be one of those things that may lose us a little bit of stats, but we'll have a look here. 2 men, each with their own proposal, come before you on the same day. One is a young, lisping scholar called Micah, who proposes the building of more libraries and a fund to be set aside to buy and maintain books of knowledge. Although his case is eloquent, the delivery is less so. Another man comes forward, a hulking, great bearded warrior of a man who makes Micah visibly wince in his shadow. He suggests the funds be better allocated in purchasing weapons, horses, and shields, things that can be used today and are not merely fantasies. Oh my. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do both. Why not? Shall we? Let's do both. Oh, wow, look at that! Oh. Actually, wait a minute. We just lost our wages. Okay, never mind. Well, we gained 1 intelligence, which is actually rather impressive, I have to admit. So, yes, there it is. We get an extra skill point, and we can spec that in... what? That is interesting. I don't actually want to spec it into anything at the moment. We really don't need riding skills so much, do we? And I would like to increase our weapon master. As you see here, we are maxed out, and I would love to spend my weapon points, but I haven't been able to for so long that these weapon points have built up over the time. So, yeah, it does appear as though we will just be heading in, and yeah, that will be that. Now, I am going to be switching over to Drollo, I believe, because I think the main reason why we took so much damage is because the initial archers in the courtyard were able to very easily get by most of our warriors' shields. So, let's try to eliminate them, shall we? I think that would be a good idea, or at least I will attempt to do so. And let's get our archers over here, and come on, let's not get shot now, Drollo. Oh my. Okay. Come on. Ah, no. These archers blocking my path. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Take out that guy, please. Oh my goodness, really? Ah, yes, of course. There we go. There we are. Okay, that's much better. Come on, as long as we can interrupt them, I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's just interrupt them as much as we can. Garrett is doing a good job. Drollo is killing a few things here. Good. Good, okay. And for some reason, it's very difficult to aim this. Oh no. Yes, there we are. We actually hit him. Wonderful. I actually thought I got a headshot there, but apparently not. That's unfortunate there. There we are. Okay, great. So, we do seem to have a much better start this time around. As you can see, we have not really suffered too many casualties in comparison. So, let's see what we can do here. I'd like to pick up some arrows, but it appears that they are mostly throwing javelins, which is very unfortunate. Let's take out these guys if we can. There we are, very nice. Okay, good. So, let's head up, see what we can do with our sword, and maybe pick up a couple of arrows along the way as well. Now, Elias is doing his very best, as per usual, and I can only hope that we will do just as well to assist him. Let's do this. Is this Elias here? No, I don't believe so. I think he is in the thick of things at the moment. Here's Martin, though, I believe. Martin's here. As well as a heavy knight. Come on, I want to get up there. Ah, no, I don't want to go crowd surfing, that's for sure. I don't want to do that. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I may have a couple of issues here. I may get killed very easily. Nope, it appears we are going to survive, thankfully enough. And it does appear as though we might be able to get a couple of arrows up here, because, of course, this was the archery nest. So, we can be hopeful. Stones. Steel arrows. Only one, I believe. Oh no. That does not look good. Okay, only one to take out this one archer. Let's do it. There we are. Nice headshot right there. Very good. So, this is where we want to get our archers over here. Or over there. No, we want to get them down there, I think, to begin with. Now, if I could just move my flag. There we are. Very nice. And now I want to... Oh, no. Okay, well... This does not seem to be very good, does it? No. Okay. Well, at least our units back there do seem to be doing a pretty reasonable job. We are fighting some Lorathi units now, which we previously, of course, took out, and Berengar is now looking after their lands. Well, as you see, yes, Drollo's having a mighty fun time here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to move or do anything useful, but we do not have any arrows as it stands, so I suppose we don't really need to worry too much. Although it would be quite nice to command our units a little bit, so what I may do is get our nearby soldiers to move back a little bit, or at least move slightly. Maybe? Maybe. Ah. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see what I can do here. This might work. Move that way, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna cut away, and as soon as I am free, I will cut back. Okay, so I have gotten free, as you can see, and we are now about to descend down the stairs here, and hopefully get a... Ouch. Yeah. I was stuck so long there that I just couldn't wait to get down those stairs. Yes, wonderful. So, we are now going to be moving our archers down here. Hopefully they have enough arrows remaining to take these guys on. Now, I do need to be cautious. I do need to make sure that we are not too close to the enemy's reinforcements, because otherwise our archers will get swarmed, and that would not be a very good thing. Is this Elias? I don't think that is Elias down there. No, we don't need to worry about that too much. I do need to protect our archers, however, so let's try and do that, shall we? Oh, it does appear as though our heavy knights and so forth are actually on the brink of penetrating their defenses, so that is always a good thing. Come on, let's do this. Get by their defenses, and yeah, they have some arrows remaining, but yes, it does appear as though we have been taken out once again by the same unit, no less. Ah, that is rather interesting, I have to admit, that the Lyseni skirmishers are so accurate. Wow, okay. Well, I think what we may do is, once again, I think we might cut away here, and we'll see what we can do after this. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Shall we? Because Elias is still alive, is he? I think Elias is still alive. He's over here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. I can't really see him at the moment. Ah, there he is. Is that him? No, that's not him. That's one of the Reach Knights, I believe. New enemies have arrived once again. We are massacring them rather considerably, I have to admit. So maybe we don't even need to worry. Although our archers are now getting separated from the main force, which is not necessarily the greatest thing you want to see. Although Brendan is actually taking out a couple of these elite pikemen. Wow, look at that, he's actually got a double kill. And maybe some more, who knows? Maybe? Or maybe he's out of bolts and he's actually over here. Yeah, okay, we're going to be cutting away, and I'll see how these units do.